This is spruce gum, and surprisingly, back in the 1800s, this little thing here would have made you filthy rich. But I have so many questions like, what is it? How do you find it and harvest it? How do you make it? And most importantly, how does it taste? Find out. So what is spruce gum? Spruce gum is the hardened resin that comes from the injured part of a tree. It should be hard and not sticky and soft. Cool part about it is that this is super healthy for you. It's antimicrobial, no sugar, antifungal. This has been used for medicine and for various other things over the years. Now that you know what it is, it's time to go get some. And the perfect time of the year to do this is in the winter when things are cold and less sticky. And I figured might as well have some fun with it and beat the winter blues. So I hopped on my sled and decided to head out of town to go take a look. Of course, you don't have to have a sled. This is a perfect activity for going on a hike. You might want to do this on a quiet morning if you're going on a trail, like a snowmobile trail. Probably look a little retarded, or people are going to stop and wonder what the hell's going on. And then you got to explain to them, don't worry, I'm not crazy. I just making a YouTube video, searching for spruce gum, spruce resin. Really didn't have to go far out of town. It's kind of nice. A logging rope might be perfect because there's probably some cut branches or a trail or something like that where you would have some damage. You could collect the resin from any species of spruce, white spruce, red spruce, black spruce, blue spruce, don't matter. You could also do this on fir or pine or cedar. Easy to tell the difference between them. I know I only have spruce in our area. Spruce is like your typical Christmas tree. These needles, if you took them off, and they're fairly rounded. And the needles would just roll right in your finger like that. Pine, they're longer typically, and they're clustered at the end. Fir is kind of flattened out. Not much there. Of course, my phone's ringing. Yeah, decided to make some spruce gum for a video.
Okay.
So,
It's interesting.
Sky mentioned taking the kids out or whatever for some sledding.
Yeah, so I know Wyatt and Brett are going at 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, we can go with them too.
So the plan in my mind was to go for a little nice ride with the kids and some friends and stop along the way and collect some spruce resin. However, I got a little distracted along the way and didn't end up collecting too much spruce. But I had some fun. But adventure aside, it's time to make our gum. Let's see, 225. Get that warming up, warming back. We're gonna need a bowl, something you don't care about, and aluminum foil. You just line a bowl of some sort that you don't care about. I just line it with aluminum foil. Next, we're just going to take one of these strainers here. Now let's have a look at some of this resin. See, it's fairly hard. It's not sticking to my fingers at all. If it was softer and sticky, I don't think I'd want to use that. See, it's fairly loose, not sticking to each other. You could go through it and filter it out. I'm not too worried. That's what this is going to do. And that's from several trees. I didn't have good sources. I'm gonna stick that in the oven. So give that a bit of a shake. There's all that little chunks there. That just fell through the sieve, and that's probably just gonna make things not great. Our oven set, 225. We're gonna maybe put the timer on for, I don't know, 30 minutes, and then we'll check it again. Got this pan under here to catch anything that might come out. We don't want anything falling down, as resin is fairly flammable, and we'll check back later. 30 minutes in, turn it up to 250. Just have a look. Kind of see some on the bottom. It's going a little slower, which is fine. Might turn it up to 300 Fahrenheit. Then another 30 minutes. Come back. Now I had the idea to use up this little stuff, and now that this has kind of gotten sticky after a half hour, I'm just going to pour this right on the top. And time to pull her out. I think we're getting all we're getting with our sap. Left with the brown tarry gooey mess. We'll just let that cool off and come back to her. Forgot I had a plastic handle. That's kind of not looking so hot. And we'll just take that off before it can stick. That's kind of what we're left with, is this liquidy substance. Let's see, I got a needle to pull out there. And we're just gonna take this outside to cool it off a little quicker without spilling it. So I made a mistake. I should use parchment paper, not wax paper. I think I'm gonna have fun getting this out. So I'm just gonna transfer it into this little aluminum foil bowl I made, ever so carefully.
Dad, I want to look at the back.
Back of what?
The camera. Dad.
What?
Dad, what that?
That's the spruce gum I was talking about.
Oh, what the?
There we go. This outside, so dropping it. And we'll let that cool off. All. Just like that. And I can break it up. So bite-sized pieces. Just maybe cut this up with a knife into smaller chunks. This is completely cooled off, so it's kind of breaking the glass. Maybe if we heat it up, we can mold it. Just pulled it out of the oven again, just remelted it. I'm going to let this cool off but not get so cold that it becomes brittle. And then we're going to try and peel it off of there and form it. Race against time with this stuff. And we get a little cornstarch. Comes the big taste test. Got the little guy right there. It's not sticky at all on my hands. It's actually kind of brittle.
This is gum?
Spruce gum, yes, from spruce
This
resin.
looks like
Okay, so when you bite it, it's not like it's gonna like crunch and like shatter, but then like keep working it until like starts forming into gum.
Oh. It's not doing anything.
No, keep trying, keep trying.
Ew, what is that?
Keep trying. It's not sweet. Is it turning into gum yet? Keep trying. Well, it will work.
It tastes like medicine.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Do you?
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. What you think? Different? Doesn't taste sweet? Don't like it? It's halfway. Not good, but not bad. Spruce gum. So what's my verdict? Did I end up liking the gum? Yes. It's different, but it grows on you over time. When you first bite into it, it shatters, which is kind of odd. But if you keep working it, it consolidates into a chewable gum, which is a little stiffer than what I'm used to chewing on. The flavor is not super strong. It's kind of subtle. It's a little bit bitter, not sweet, but funny enough, it tastes like a pine tree would. It tastes like a spruce tree. The best part about it leaves a great aftertaste. You could chew this all day and it doesn't lose its flavor at all. In fact, I chewed it for pretty much 9 hours straight until it finally disintegrated. Would I do this again? Definitely. It was a great way to get out and get off the couch in the middle of winter and do something enjoyable and go for a hike or for a snowmobile ride.